because less than 3% of you people read books. Listen to me. Television is not the truth. Television is a goddamn amusement park. Television is a circus, a carnival, a traveling troupe of acrobats, storytellers, dancers, singers, jugglers, sideshow freaks, lion tamers, and football players. We'll tell you anything you want to hear. We lie like hell. We'll tell you any shit you want to hear. We deal in illusions, man. None of it is true. You're beginning to believe the illusions. This is mass madness, you maniac. In God's name, you people are the real thing. We are the illusion.
Hello, everyone. It's Thursday again. Welcome to episode 31, Idiotbox Television. Of course, I'm Drummer.
Yep, my name is Weepy.
I'm Troy Everett. We got people that are on. Yeah, thank you all for joining in. We got Claudia Williams on. We haven't even done the roll call. They already know. They already know the.
Oh, we got Jackie Lee Reed. Thanks for joining in, Jackie. We got Miss Vera Brown. Thank you for joining in. We don't have our sound effects this week.
Thank you for joining.
Larry Steele, thank you for joining in. What's going on, Sweet?
My brother from another mother. You know, Larry's going into the Black Broadcasters Hall of Fame next week. Congratulations, we had him on episode. If you didn't see that episode, go on back and check out that episode. Congratulations, my brother, man. Well deserved.
Congratulations. Thanks for joining in too. Miss Deborah Jones, thanks for joining in. Of course, Sheena Brown. Thanks for joining in, Sheena.
Yep, we got Larry too. Yep, thank you for joining.
London, thank you for joining in. Yes, Jackie, thank you for joining in.
Jackie Lee Reed. That sounds like an actor's name. Is that Jackie Lee Reed? Box office smash.
She was Lee and then she became Reed.
She just says, congratulations, Mr. Steele.
Yes, congratulations once again.
Yep, congratulations.
Let's see who else we got in here. Y'all can see better than I am. I'm not in the right mode because I'm not on my computer, so I can't see everything I usually can see.
Yeah, we just want to welcome y'all to
Idiotbox TV, episode 31, season number 2. So y'all, we got some things coming up in the next few weeks. Some exciting little different things we're gonna throw in. We ain't gonna tell y'all what it is, but we just gonna surprise y'all with it. So stay tuned in the weeks coming.
Enjoy.
Yep, how was our week? How was our week so far?
Week was pretty good.
Pretty good.
Good. Yep, mine was good too. Yep, we finally got our weather down now to 50 degrees.
Hey, let's give our prayers and shout out to Christy Guzman Chapo Brown. She was having that knee surgery, so I think she may be in the hospital right now, and she's still checking in, y'all.
Yeah, she sure is. She says, I'm here a little. She must be on some heavy painkillers.
She on that Vicodin.
Yeah, we hope you're doing well. Get healed up and sending good vibes your way, healing vibes.
Yeah. Good healing vibes your way, definitely.
London Browns had a good week. That's good. Good to hear. Yeah. Good to hear.
How was your? Oh, well, my week was good. I guess I didn't answer. My week was good, just relaxing, chilling. We'll talk about my week more next week.
She says she's back.
And Christy says she's in the hospital, loaded with loaded with over meds. Whatever that means.
I mean,
by the way she's typing.
She's high as Snoop Dogg. She's high as giraffe butt.
That ain't what you really want to say. Hey, she hired a Richard Pryor and Rick James.
Oh my goodness, yeah, she's on them meds.
She's on them meds.
She says she's praying for you, Christy. So quick recovery. Hey man, what about them gas prices?
Oh.
What about them gas prices?
I got some gas today. It was $4.09.
$4.29.
Most of the places here is $4.29. I guess I got lucky, or maybe the gas wasn't no good.
What's the gas up there?
I think it's gonna keep on going up. It's gonna go up.
Oh yeah. They trying to get y'all income taxes.
You know what? Definitely, y'all. Let's congratulate my cousin, Dr. Ebony Barnes. She received her PhD yesterday.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Dr.
Ebony.
Yeah.
Now wait a minute. Out there, Gary said he got some gas for $3.99. Jackie's in Texas and she said $3.73. I need to be in Texas.
Man.
Oh,
you gotta be.
Look at you, Cherie. Okay. Cherie's a member of the Bedroom Candy, courtesy of Mobile. No, courtesy of not of Mobile, courtesy of Idiotbox Television / Mobile.
Get it right.
Come on now. Get it right. Don't get it wrong. Don't get it wrong. Oh, you're welcome, Christy. You're welcome. Yes, congratulations, Ebony, and congratulations to you too, Cherie. Get your bedroom candy shine on. London said gas is $4.79. That's in Grand Rapids, Michigan.
$4.79.
Okay, Cherie, we ain't gonna hold that against you this time. Next time. Ooh, $4.19. Cherie, how much is gas out there where you at? Cherie's in Maryland. You're in a city called Hagerstown, Maryland. Hagerstown. What does that sound like to you, Troy?
What?
Hagerstown. Hagerson. Hagerstown, Maryland.
Hey girl.
Hey girl town.
Hey girl. Hey girl. sound like somebody down there in Georgia on the front stoop. One of my old men seeing a young girl walking by.
Hey girl.
Hey girl.
Town. Hey girl town.
Yeah, we got a lot of bedroom candy people. Oh, you freaky deakies.
Look, some people was running from it like, I can't watch this. Let me go.
What you talking about?
Hey, like you said, drummer, it's different strokes for different folks. You know, we aim to please.
I thought it was fun for a minute.
Ain't for some people. It might be for other people. All those freaks out there.
Oh man!
Pretty soon we're gonna have our guests come on, y'all. So we just chilling, shooting the breeze.
Yeah, she's a published author. I believe she has a couple children's books and a couple of self-help books. She's also a internet entrepreneur or online entrepreneur and business coach. So if you guys have any questions for her when she comes on, make sure you participate. Get all the juice, all the knowledge out of her that you can.
Right.
We're going to try and get more guests on like we have the past couple weeks. So if you guys have any suggestions or know somebody that would be a benefit to everybody, or is just funny as hell, or maybe it's you. Maybe you want to come on live. You got the green room link.
Yep.
Most of y'all are chicken, except for Art and Chapo.
Yeah, that's right. Or our guest.
Well, I take it back, Deborah Deborah Jones, Miss Jones, because she got a thing going on. She came on.
Came on the first time, but she thought it was a Zoom call.
She didn't know she was live.
Not really. She thought she was on a Zoom call. She was chilling, answering the phone, eating chips and stuff.
Who's that?
Oh, that was funny. That was a funny
Deborah
time.
Jones when she came on the show.
What song? What song?
London.
Our show.
Who was the person?
My mom.
Oh,
Mom. Look, London said she ain't scared. She ain't no chicken. Well, in London, where you at?
Yeah, where
Come
you
on
at?
right now. Come on, show us you ain't scared.
Yeah, matter of fact, we got, once our guest comes on, you better pop up and ask her a question. Sheena says she's not chicken either.
Who said that?
Sheena came on. Didn't Sheena come on? Yeah, Sheena came on when Sharif was talking when we were talking about marriage.
She only came on to check her husband. That's the only reason she came on, to check her husband.
Oh, no. No, my wife will come on, not just because of that. Not just because of that, still come on. No.
Troy, did you hear him? No.
You put your part to come on and the other time too. To come on.
Yeah, well, we got her slated to come on when Christy Chapo gets better because they're supposed to have a cook-off.
Supposed to have that cook-off.
We ain't forgot about that. We ain't forgot about the cook-off.
Cook-off. Okay.
Okay, Cherie.
Sorry, that's it, right? Cherie came on a couple of times.
You ain't came on since then, Cherie, so we don't want to hear it. We had episode 31. You came in at episode 3 and 4. Come on, get with it. Don't even try it. That's like you haven't came on, so you need to catch up. Get with the mustard, like my grandfather used to say. Get with the mustard and what, Troy? Catch up.
Okay, so Sharif, we got our guest in the green room. So Sharif, why don't you get ready for go ahead and bring her in.
Yep.
Okay, I'll bring her in.
Oh yes. Yes.
Hello.
How you doing, Narvia? How you been doing?
I'm doing pretty good. How about you guys?
Good. I'm good myself too. I'm glad you came on today.
Yeah, I'm happy to be on.
Yeah, you out in Arizona.
Yes.
Yep. So that's about 3 hours back.
Yeah, 3 hours.
3 hours back. Okay. So we all gotta go to bed after that. After the show, but you can meet dinner.
Right. Pretty much.
Yeah. I just wanna could you tell me something? Tell us about you, a little bit about you.
Okay. Well, my name's Narvia. I'm originally from Grand Rapids. Been out in Arizona for about 6.5 years now. Just 4 kids, 3.5 grandkids. Got one on the way.
Congratulations.
Yeah, so thank you. Yeah, I'm just trying to keep myself busy.
Good.
Right. That's right. That's what's up. Yeah.
So,
go ahead.
I just wanted to ask you a little bit because some of our viewers, we posted up that you were, internet entrepreneur, author. Why don't you tell us a little bit about your published books? From the pictures, it looks like a couple of children's books, and are they self-help books or?
Yeah. So the first couple of ones is they're like self-love guides. It's like a 30-day guide. I have a queen and king version, but they're 30-day guides to help you find self-love.
Okay.
And then I have some kid gratitude journals. I got a couple of adult self-care journals and just some planners to help stay on track.
Okay, so what got you into the books?
So what was your inspiration?
Right.
Okay, so when I moved out to Arizona, I found myself like just depressed and dealing with anxiety and it was things that I had never dealt with. But at the same time, I know I was still grieving and just going through a lot of pain. And I had, like always, just I put on a happy face and keep myself going, so nobody around me know what I'm dealing with.
Okay.
But just I found out that if you suppress something long enough, eventually it's going to explode.
Right.
So I found myself angry, and I couldn't understand why. So I had to check myself, because I started seeing a person that I didn't even recognize. So it just kind of made me think, like, let me get to the root of this. And so had to do some self-studying. And I realized that, first of all, I didn't even know myself. So how can you love yourself if you don't even know yourself?
Okay.
So that's kind of was my motivation and my encouragement. And then seeing my kids, you know, they were older. My boys were older, teenagers. And I started seeing that they were starting to be just as angry as I was. So I had to change it. And so that was the beginning of it.
So how did somebody, did you do a self-recognition, or what tipped you off to the, hey, I got to change my thought pattern here? There's something wrong. What really tipped the scale?
So what tipped the scale was my son ended up getting shot when we moved out to Arizona.
Whoa.
And so he got shot in the hand, had to have surgery on his hand, but he's fine now. So
okay, great.
When that happened, it kind of made me like check myself, because like, okay, wait a minute, what's going on? So I started with self. You know, during the time like I was depressed, I found myself like I had got to the point to where I just locked myself in my room. And I'm normally an outgoing person. When I came out here, I was still doing fashion shows and events and going to concerts, just living a life. But on the inside, it was like I was killing myself. So I made myself check myself. You know, like I need to see what's going on with me. And that's when I just started pouring into myself, I started crafting, doing different things with my hands. And so I realized, like, wait a minute, this is something I like doing. So it made me realize, like, okay, so if you like doing this, what else is it that you like doing that you haven't tapped into? You know, so I started checking into finding out things I like to do. But then at the same time, I started finding me. Then I realized if I'm kind of picking up my pieces, I know it's other people out there that got to pick up something. So, and that's what made me, once again, because I'm always trying to help other people, I started doing the journals and the guides and everything else.
That's what's up. So where can they find these journals or the books that you have written?
Right now, everything is on Amazon. And I do have some myself, so you can inbox me. Right now, my website is under construction. So
okay, well, when it gets up, we have another sister site to this. It's called the Blacklist. So we'll add you to the Blacklist so everybody can get all that information. Matter of fact, we'll get it after the show, put it on the Blacklist, and repost it so everybody can get the link to where to purchase your self-help books. You're also a internet entrepreneur. Explain that.
So like I said, I started off crafting a lot of things. So I do a lot of selling online. So yeah, that's what I do. Like I take orders from people. I do from like tray sets. I do kid learning tables. And then I also do like counseling sessions, not counseling sessions, but like life coach sessions.
Okay.
So yeah, I do all that online.
How many books did you have?
Well, I have 9 in total, because I have some kid coloring books and some adult coloring books.
Okay. Yeah. What's the who's the target audience?
My target audience is women mostly that's dealing with past trauma that they're trying to get over, because that's actually where my passion is. It's really for women that has been through like domestic violence, that's going through domestic violence, because it's unspoken of. You know, a lot of people turn a blind eye to it. And that's my ultimate goal, is to have an emergency shelter for domestic violence.
And let me ask you real quick, because somebody asked the question. You said you only sell the books on Amazon. They asked, do you sell on Etsy?
I have an Etsy shop, but I'm reloading. So
only on Amazon right now.
Yeah, only on Amazon right now.
Okay, I got you.
Okay. Art says, awesome self story, very inspirational. Problem is, I can't color in the lines.
Outside the lines. Create your own picture.
Yeah, you can get outside the lines. That's right. That's right.
Doing very good for everyone, because a lot of times I forget anything, ideas or anything, and before I have phone, I used to always say, okay, I'm gonna remember it. When I get home, I forget it. So it's good to write them down. So
yeah.
Why you have that, and that's important.
And it's good to write down your thoughts, because a lot of times we don't pay attention to our thoughts, like, and not realizing that we're in control of our thoughts. And if we can control our thoughts, we can control our actions and our response. So
okay, so let me ask you this. We got somebody, Cherie Bogan, says she's interested in your counseling session. Cherie, why don't you add her on Facebook? If you go on my page, you can see where I tagged her in a couple of the posts for the show. And then you can just send her a private message that way. And her name is Cherie Bogan.
Okay, yeah.
There's one thing that I definitely wanted to say. I mean, it's well needed, especially in our community, because we're always looked at, as African American women, you always hear about how strong they are, right? Mm-hmm. But that's sometimes persona. They're very strong, and they're cracked on the inside. And like you said, we as Black women, you put on the persona that you don't need the help. Black men are the exact same way. Don't get me wrong. There's a lot of broken Black men out there that have issues that they have to work through too. But this would be really good. I mean, we've got a lot of women that are tuned in, so it definitely reached out to Miss Brown if you guys would like to talk, because that's kind of what this show is about. People helping each other. We really want to help out. So that's really good, Cherie, that you're interested in the counseling sessions. If there's anybody else out there, I don't know, it could be, just a group together that just, strong, like-minded women get together and just talk things out.
Yeah, and that's what I'm all for, is like uplifting women, because like you said, like we have always like put on this persona like we're strong and we can carry it. And that's what I did all my life, was like just carry it on and put on a happy face, and like I said, and suppressed all of it, and eventually it came out. Right. And so why not start before it come out? Why not start loving ourselves? And that's where it started at. A lot of times it start with self-love. Because if you don't have that self-love, then how can you really say you can love anything or anybody?
Right.
So, and that's another thing I'm working on right now, that I'm believing I might have it released in June. I'm working on an online course that is how to live authentically in a world of faking it. And it's going to be like an 8-week course that you take online.
Yeah, that's amazing. We got Gina Partry. She says, I can relate to your story. I was depressed for about 3 years and didn't even realize. Finally, I realized it, but I don't journal. Please need to know what's next. If you don't journal, I found my peace in God. That was about 10 years ago after I lost my mom. So
Okay.
yeah.
So I can definitely relate. Definitely relate because I lost my mom when I was 1, actually. And then just went through other things in life. So I can definitely relate. And I know a lot of people don't like to journal, but it's so much value in journaling because you write down your thoughts. And people get a misconception of when you say journal, you got to sit there and write for hours. No, take 5 minutes and write down what you feel or thinking at that particular time and leave it alone. And then the next day or the next couple of days, take 5 or 10 minutes and write down what you're feeling at that point. And then compare. What was you going through when you was feeling that way? Who was in your environment? Then you could just start paying attention to it. Like you don't have to sit down and write for an hour.
Right.
So you just go back and read it often?
Yeah, you just go back and reflect.
I'd just like to give an example of that. Like in my trade, I do creative, so creative design, and I have a shelf full of journals. And what I do is I write down these ideas, right? And I write down these ideas that I have, and I may have it at that time. And these journals are filled with ideas. And I may go back and pick out a journal and pick it up and then open it up and like, did I really write this? It gives you perspective on how you're, like you said, how you're feeling that date, that time. Now that's just on the creative process. I mean, with reflecting on, on self, you go back, oh, did I really feel this way? Oh man, I wrote this. It could have been a poem. It could have been how you felt that day. And you just don't realize your mind is just, it's a beautiful thing. And it gives you a look at who you are in aspects of different time frames of your life. And it's weird because it's like you don't remember writing it, even if you just jot something down. It might be something you saw, a poem. It might be, hey, I feel like crap today, or I feel great today. The sun is shining, the rainbow, whatever. And then you go back and you look at those. And
just like what Narvia was saying, that I think it's the peace of mind too. And when you do write, then you can go back to it and your thoughts, and because when you go back to it, sometimes you forget. Like what Troy was saying, you forget and you be like, what was I thinking at that time? And you like, then after that, when you catch on, you're like, oh, I know what it is. Then you can go further with it. It can be anything. Yep.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
Yeah, that like Gina said, that's great information that you gave because you're right. A lot of people bury stuff. As you think about it, I don't write down too much now with the phone days, but if I look into my notes in my phone, I have a bunch of stuff. And the other day I was going through and I was like, why did I say that? Why did I take a picture of that? Why this? Why that? I'm a music guy, so I make music, I listen to music, and sometimes I might take a picture of a song and I'm like, go back into I'm like, why? So I listened to the song. And a couple of times I was like, wow, that song is deep. So I journal in a different way. In my notes, in my phone. Which is like writing it down. But you know what? Writing it down is a lot better. It's the difference in reading something in a book and reading it in the on your phone.
Yeah, but like Narvia said that about people think you have to write a book, but no, you make it short. And I think making it short is better. But if you want to write a book, you can write a book longer later. But at that moment, you just write it short. That's just the memory. Yep. How long have you been writing the book?
I started everything about 6 years ago.
6 years ago. Okay. That's what's up.
Okay, we got a couple of comments here. Ms. Vera Brown said it's very interesting when you look back at your past thoughts compared to where you are at the present time.
Right.
And it don't always have to be something bad. It could be good feelings, you know, so you can go back and reflect on those.
Yeah.
Right.
That's true.
Right.
Thanks for joining, Beverly Green. We see that you made it in. You're late.
Yes, thank you for joining. Appreciate you. I was getting to you.
What do we have? Did we get all the questions? All the comments?
Anybody else got any questions for her?
Now's the time to ask. And again, make sure you go to we'll put the link on the Idiotbox Television so you can get all her information. Those of you who want to connect, maybe you want to do a counseling session or buy a book or purchase a book. Again, this is really good to see, you know, people wanting help and wanting to give help.
Because a lot of people don't know how to get certain things off. It comes off with anger. It comes off with drinking and different things like that. A lot of people maybe don't feel comfortable with talking to somebody. A lot of people don't feel comfortable with going to counseling. But something like you said too, help groups, women getting together, women talking, because women realize that they have the same situations that they either going through or been through that's similar.
Yeah, so like one of the things I'm doing too is just like I do paint and silk parties too. So we're gonna just start incorporating the paint and silk parties, like we're just talking, with just like a group talking. So just like and so we could just talk freely and people don't feel like they're like in a counseling session, because that's not really what it is. It's self-help. You know, you really just helping yourself and getting it out, because what you realize is that the more you talk about it, the more you actually healing yourself.
Okay.
Art makes a good point too, because Sharif said something about you don't have to write a book, but if you're doing journaling, like Art says here, journaling is also a great way to keep your legacy alive. His grandmother journaled, and I've got some of them. Some of my best memories of her sitting with her and going through her journals allows future generations and eyes into what our generations were going through in their time or in our time.
Wow.
Yeah. And Gina said, Gina asked, her question is way up, so I want to catch it right now.
Okay.
She said, are you writing a book on how to recognize depression of yourself?
That would be good. I haven't thought about writing a book, but the course that I'm coming out with, Living How to Live Authentically, is really based on helping an individual find who they are authentically, like from your thoughts to your behaviors, to your limited beliefs, what you believe about yourself, your self-talk. So that's what the course is gonna, help individuals with.
Okay.
Yep. Gina had the question. Oh.
I read
that. Yeah, we got it. We read it already.
Oh, you did? Okay.
If I don't see any other ones. Okay, Christian said her mom came on. Thanks for joining. You already said that. Mama Beverly Green, thanks for joining in.
Yeah, thanks for joining. Everybody, thanks for joining in. This Thursday night, we have Miss Brown on, accomplished author, entrepreneur, internet entrepreneur, life coach.
Make sure you guys go check out her Facebook page. Spell out your Facebook page in case people don't know how to get on Facebook or whatever. Your name and.
Okay, so my Facebook is Narvia Brown. That's my name. And then I also have one, Picking Up My Pieces, on Facebook.
Oh, that's another page?
Yeah, that's one of my business page.
Oh yeah, I did see that. Picking Up My Pieces. Picking Up My Pieces, everyone. Go ahead, Sharif.
Do you mentor other writers?
That's something that I have started doing, just because people started reaching out to me. So that's something that I'm actually started doing now.
Okay, so we got a couple questions. What's the title of the journal on Amazon?
I have, I have the self care journal.
Okay.
And then I have the productive planner. And I thought I had the journal with me, but I have the kid journals. Right now, I believe the only one I have right now is a self-care journal. And I'm in a process of putting up a guided journal towards gratitude. And it just gives you like prompts to write, to help you write.
Okay, we got somebody, Beverly Green. Oh, she said she just begun seriously journaling about 6 months ago, and that's my therapy and will eventually be my legacy.
Yeah, I think a lot of people have a really good story to tell, and it all starts with journaling. Some of us, like myself, I'm not a very, when it comes to punctuation,
me neither.
I've got to get my mom to double check everything. So, but that's a great way to start. You know, if you wanted to write a book, is to start journaling and putting down your ideas, whether it's about, you know, like Art said, family history, what you've been through, different generations. I mean, you could be a mechanic, and there's just so many things, and it'd be good for people to do more books so people will read. We've stopped being a society that reads, which is bad.
Hey, Crystal Myers said, book title?
Book title, 30 Days to Loving You More.
30 Days to Loving You More.
Yep. Narvia, how do you find the time to write your book?
I make the time. If I'm not doing nothing, then I feel something is wrong with me because I've sat around long enough. Like my oldest child is 30, so, and I was a hands-on mother. So now my youngest is 17, graduate this year. So I have no babies. So I'm always doing.
No, what's the top?
Gina says, when you find out who you really are, what a great feeling. But people lie to themselves, and it's only self-destruction. That's true.
That is so true. A lot of times, like when we start off, we start living our life for who raised us. So our life is based on our environment, you know, and when do we ever take the time to really get to know who we are?
Damn.
Because I learned what I like and dislike from watching Who Raised Me.
Now, you know what? I can agree.
That's a jewel right there.
I can agree with you with that. When you said that, that hit something, because when I was growing up, you know, I had my mom and my dad. My dad was a great father, tough father, really, you know, taught me how to be a man. But when I went out there at 18 and 17 on my own, that's when I was able to find out who I was. I did some stuff I didn't have no business doing, but I was still able to find out who I was. I still have a lot of my dad in me, my characteristics, some things I say and do, but I still was able to find me. And it was like, it was different. You did some stuff, you was grown, so you got to do some stuff. You got to experience things that now you look back on and say, man, but I still find out I'm still a lot like my dad, though.
Yeah. And again, that's, you know, those are the people that kind of mold you. You know, I find myself doing things like my mom. I find myself doing things like my dad. You know, those are your first influences. And sometimes in the family structure, those influences are not good at all. You know, you can't choose your parents. You know, you really can't. And then,
no, you can't.
No. I found myself after I was around 30, 35. I found myself right there because, you know, you're all over the place when you're 20. On the 20, you're trying to find yourself and you want to do this, that, and that. But then when you find yourself, and then sometimes when you pass it, you're like, oh, shoot, some stuff that you want to do before, you still can do it. It's never too late.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, let's not forget what Christy said, because Christy's our guest that's in the hospital, so we glad she's on. She said she wants to start journaling. Such a great idea. I love everything she's doing, especially her doing crafting also. I'm a huge crafter, she says, and she is.
Yeah. Beverly says, very true. Let's see. Cherie says she would love to get to know me again. She'd like to get to know herself again. Start tonight. Get that journal out.
Yeah, start tonight. Start tonight. Yep. Start right now. Like, yeah, take your time.
Yep. Art says, drummer, you can go ahead and not journal. We're good. It said, just kidding. Gina says,
whatever, Art.
But us of color, we're afraid to go to our family and express our deepest issues. We have got to do better and not end up in jail. That is true. That's true. Right. They call it generational curses, and you know, a lot of families have them. You just can't go down the same road.
You can't.
Crystal says, first and foremost, love yourself. Got to love yourself. If you don't love you, you can't love anybody else.
Right.
Let's see. He says, yes, drummer, you're so much like your dad. He's so much like his dad, but he looks like Sharif's dad.
But people tell me I talk and act like Sharif's dad. So it's like, and Sharif looks like our uncle. It's just the bits and pieces of the family. But you know what's really weird about what you said, though, too? You could have a child, like my brother hasn't been around my dad too much. He sounds like, he walks like, he talks like, he's just like our dad, but he hasn't really been around him. Now, that's an amazing thing about life there.
Yeah, that's genetics.
Some things, it's in you.
Some things you can't escape.
Right.
If you were to see my father, you know, and we look exactly alike.
Yes, they do.
Right.
They do.
Let's see, what's Cherie say? This is the thing. I have given my life to my kids for 26 years and helping others. I don't know where to start to know me. Why don't you address that real quick, Ms. Brown?
Yes, I will. So that's what we do as women, as mothers. We lose ourselves and our kids and our mate and whatever it is that we're doing, and we forget about self. The most important thing is, first of all, you have to realize that you're really no good for nobody else if you don't get you together. So everything that you're doing, you're putting your everything into your kids from a broken place. So imagine if you put some time into self, so you can give them the best part of you. And what I always say, which I tell my daughter now, is no matter what, you have to find what brings you peace. And what brings you peace, make sure you give it to yourself daily. And you don't have to give it to yourself like for a lot of time, for hours at a time, a little bit at a time. For me, like I find I can craft all day. That's my peace. Right. So if like I can go through the weekend, I realize that I'm on edge. If I go to crafting, I'm bringing my peace back. So you have to, no matter how hard it is, you have to give yourself that time, because then you realize your kids is grown. You by yourself, you know, if you got a maid or by yourself, you realizing you don't know yourself. So now you're really starting over from the beginning. So why not start while you raising your kids, or just start at the beginning with learning yourself? Start write down what you like, what you don't like. Find out what makes you happy. Pay attention to how your energy feel when certain people is around. Like start just paying attention to yourself, get to know yourself and love yourself. And loving yourself is more than just like going to get your hair and nails done and all that. How about mentally? How about spiritually? How about emotionally? Get all those in check. But you have to start. You have to be aware of it. And I used to say, like, being knowing something is half the battle. No, knowing something is only a 10% of it. Because what you gonna do about knowing it? What actions are you gonna put in place to make it different? And self accountability is what we have to look at in a lot of things when it comes to self. But it starts and ends with loving self, because self love is the best love, because it's the first love.
Hey, Cherie said, "Yep, I'm looking you up for sure." Now, I've been knowing Cherie for a long time, since her boys were 3, 4, and they're in their early 20, 23, 24. She has done an amazing job, and they're actually still there. They're, breaking off now but she's done an amazing job. So you're right. It is time for herself.
Yes.
And she can't do no more than what she's done. And they are great fathers and everything, because they both have little girls.
Okay. Yep. Okay.
That will inspire everyone.
Yep. Okay. What did Christy say, Troy? Go ahead and read that.
She wrote a book. She's starting her journal on the show. Come on now, Christy Day.
Okay, I got it. A lot of people go from trying to be who they were raised by than what we think our friends want us to be, to who our mates want us to be, then who social media says we should be, and finally realize none of that makes us happy until we realize that we need to be who we are, whatever that means. I have finally come to the point where I'm being me, I'm finding me and what makes me happy, and if others don't like it, I'm so okay. Cutting those folks out of my life as long as I'm happy and I'm loving me, that's all. Yes, that's very true.
That is it. Because at the end of the day, who cares if somebody like you or don't like you? I don't care, because guess what? I love me. And some people go be for me and some people not. And if you not for me, then okay, bye. See you later.
Yep. And sometimes those people are very close to you, and it's hard to let go. But
but when you choose you.
Oh yeah. Art says, "I hope this show was recorded. It needs to be shared to the masses." Well, let me reiterate this, Art. We have a YouTube page where we have all of our shows, so make sure you guys go back and share
that link up. Troy, you got the link? Put the link up. I don't got it because I'm not.
Yeah, let me get the link. Give me a second.
Yes, Cherie, you said it, including family, just like Christy said. If it's family that's not right, you get a certain vibe, y'all can't get along, then either you try to talk about it or get away from it.
Yeah, that's it. If we can't work it out, I don't know what to tell you, but bye.
Bye. That's right. See, you wouldn't want to be you.
That's it.
So how's the weather out there in AZ at this time?
Actually, it's nice. Today, I believe we get up to like 85.
Woo! I'm out here.
But it's a nice 85.
Woo!
Does it rain a lot over there?
No.
It rained a lot over there?
No.
It's the desert, Cherie.
We'd be happy to see rain.
Yeah, she lives in the desert. It's hot.
You got the dry.
Can't do the cold.
Yeah, it's a dry hot. It's not like
dry hot or humid hot.
Dry.
No, it's a dry, very dry. Not like here in Florida. It's very humid. It's a very humid hot. They have a very comfortable hot until it gets like 140.
Yeah. Wow.
Right. This is what you look like the whole day.
That's when you just stay in the house in the air.
I just got a text that Art said something about, I hope this show was recorded.
Yeah, Art said he wanted to, but he doesn't do, it's right here. I hope the show was recorded. It needs to be shared to the masses. He says he doesn't do YouTube. Well, you better start. Just share the link. You don't have to do the YouTube. Just share the links. If you have somebody that might want to see it.
Oh, I see what she's talking about. She said, "Oh my God." Art said, "Oh my God, drummer. I just had a flashback to Mr. B's trig class. Why did you say you look like him? That's all I see now. Crap."
Oh, he's talking about Mr. Brown?
Listen, Art, now that you said that, When I first moved back to Grand Rapids, I was working FedEx. I'm driving, I'm delivering. Somebody pulled up to me one day and was like, "You one of them Browns. You one of them Browns. You the teacher. You the teacher at Creston. You his son." I said, "No, that's my uncle. My dad is Gary." And he was just like, "Wow, y'all look alike." So ever since then, people tell me I act like him, I talk like him, I move my hands like him. You think so, Sharif? That's your daddy.
Me?
Do you think so? Do you think so that I act like, talk like your dad?
But I hear that from a lot of people, from the boys and stuff,
That's what Art said. He had Art said he had a flashback from school.
But you're not younger. You're not younger.
Thanks, Art. I would love to be compared to my uncle. Great man. I appreciate you.
Sheena says that you guys need to go visit Arizona. Sharif.
Narvia, I was wondering if do you have that your book inside the on the phone instead of in the book? Do you have it on the phone?
Can you you know what? No, not chat. You talk about far as like on Kindle. Well, the first one is the 30-day to loving yourself is that's on Kindle.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. Art says conversation got deep. Had to bring up the weather. Come on, man. Heck, I've been good today. And he's laugh out loud. Yeah, Art, you have been very tamed down. Thank you very much. Yes, Art, it was a very deep show. Between the show and the meds, I really feel the truth tonight. I bet you do. You wrote a whole soliloquy.
Man, what? Okay, Cherie said this is a very good show tonight. Very helpful information. Thank you all. Much love. You are welcome, Cherie. Anything we can do to help.
And so we're getting close to that time. We really appreciate our guests tonight. Narvia Brown, thank you for coming on. If you have something in the works coming up pretty soon, we'd love to have you back on the show. If some of our people reach out to you, let us know. As between y'all, whoever reach out to her, but we'd like to. Yeah, we would like to know.
What you can do too is if you when you get something new going on, a new book or something, if you go on to Idiotbox Television and just go down, you'll see the blacklist. Okay. If you click on that, you can add stuff in there like a new book coming out and add your links, and then people in there can catch the link and go and get your books from there.
Okay, I'll do that.
I do want to say this. I'm very, very proud of the show, very proud of the guys, very proud of the guests we have on. Last week we had sex toys. This week we've got self-help. Man, you can't beat
all corners. We gotta get all corners. I mean, we gotta do that. I mean, we got
but it was unexpected. It was unexpected.
So everybody that was on tonight, please go out and support. I'm gonna get a journal. Go ahead and get a journal tonight. Myself, order one. So make sure you guys do the same. Let's support each other. And then those who want to reach out, make sure you do reach out to Miss Brown, and definitely keep in contact. We've just adopted her as part of the Idiotbox TV family.
Okay, and Christy said she's going to purchase a journal when she gets off, and she need her T-shirt. It's coming. Just hold on. Your meds. Just kick back on your meds. No more Xanax. No more Xanax.
I said Toy. I want to on any in the background.
Oh yeah, I haven't brought that one out yet. That's a new that's why it's blurred. That's one of our new designs and new colors.
He said Sharif's looking good in his.
Yeah,
what about me? I mean, come on, give me a break. What about mine? I got on that, that blue.
Yeah, so if you guys do want to purchase some of the merchandise, make sure you go to, where do you go? Where is it at? Here it is. Yep. Purchase it at Idiotbox merchandise. Log on to TroyEverett.net. Click on shop. And then you'll
got
see
Ray
Idiotbox.
Robinson in. I don't know if Ray Robinson was in the whole show, but I'm going to say, what's up, Ray Robinson?
Thank you,
Joining in. Art said you're going to be Christy and his first Christy and his first guest. Oh, that's right. We're supposed to let them do a ghost show, shadow show, or whatever.
Yeah. So Narvia, what we did was last week we opened Pandora's box and we told two of our patrons who always come on that they could do a takeover and do the show. So I guess you are going to be the guest.
Okay.
Just, let me forewarn you, these two are absolutely nuts. So they're crazy. So you might want to be busy that night.
They are funny. Yes, they are. They both are.
Art says he can't buy them. I went, well, you come on to the first of the month and try to win one. That's all I can say. So we got every first Thursday of the month we give away merchandise. So Art, that's too bad, man. Just steal some pennies out the penny jar, man. You can afford it. Ray Robbins says, he's been watching the whole show. Yeah, y'all got a new follower. Really appreciate it, Ray. Come on, make yourself known. We usually have the green room link, so if you want to come on the show at any time, just pop on, man. Just make sure you're well lit and we can see you.
We're gonna be at full strength next week with our sound effects and background music. We just trying to catch up to it. So
we got our Ray Robertson.
Yeah, that's who I was just talking to.
Okay.
I was just talking to Ray, so I appreciate Ray. Okay. So yeah, make sure you come on next week, every Thursday, 8 p.m. Ray.
Yep.
Well, I guess we're gonna go on and say thanks everybody for joining in. What happened?
Oh, look what Art said.
Okay, wait, hold on, Art. Art, this is how it's going down, Art. We're gonna have starting next week, maybe, or the week after that, whenever. We got something all the way different for people to be able to get a T-shirt instead of like grabbing hats out of names out of a hat. We're gonna do trivia, so you better get your trivia on. It's music, it's movies, it's whatever. That's how you're gonna be able to get a T-shirt from now on. Art, so stop it with the rigs. And we gave you a shirt. Wait a minute. Art already got a shirt, and he's talking about somebody else. We gave you a shirt just because.
Yeah. But anyway, see what we have to deal with, Narvia. These people are crazy. We love them, but they're crazy.
Let me go back to what I was saying. We're going to say thank you very, very much, everybody, for joining in. Say your name, so I'm saying it right, because people mess my name. Narvia Brown for coming in. Y'all check out our Facebook page to get the books and the motivational things that you need. And we will see y'all next week, episode 32.
Peace. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much for being
great
on.
information. We enjoyed you.
Thanks.
See y'all next month.
We're in a lot of trouble because less than 3% of you people read books. Listen to me. Television is not the truth. Television is a goddamn amusement park. Television is a circus, a carnival, a traveling troupe of acrobats, storytellers, dancers, singers, jugglers, sideshow freaks, lion tamers, and football players. We'll tell you anything you want to hear. We lie like hell. We'll tell you any shit you want to hear. We deal in illusions, man. None of it is true. You're beginning to believe the illusions. This is mass madness, you maniac. In God's name, you people are the real thing.